Okay, so we've got the Cyberlock Deadbolt cylinder for T-handles. Now the Deadbolt version, the bolt itself is a little bit further back from the face of the cylinder. And if you'll notice on the T-handle housing, you have slots for accepting that bolt. This is the short slot for the spring latch, and this is the long slot for the deadbolt. You see this one's a little closer to the face than this one is. So as you're looking at your orientation of a T-handle, typically they are oriented in this fashion. So a 12 o'clock position would be for the short slot, and the 3 or 9 o'clock position would be for the long slot. You can see all of that. So this cylinder needs to be inserted by using the key. You've got to turn the key first in order to get the bolt to come back. Then once you get the bolt to come back, you can manually push it in. But it needs to be pushed in the 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock position. Push it in and it snaps in place. Okay. Now, when you push it in to lock, it will lock just like any other Cyberlock or any other bending lock. Your key just must be oriented to face towards whatever the 3 or 9 o'clock position, so more to the side rather than up and down. When you insert the key, it pops out and it will unthread. This is just one type of T-handle, but every T-handle that I've seen have got these two slots, short one and a deep one. And while this is fully extended, if the spring is okay, then it does not latch into the short position. However, if it were pushed in, you could get it to latch in. In fact, I'm not even able to get it to latch because it will only go in far enough to latch in that position. So it basically works identical to the spring latch. You pop it open and then you lock it back once it's tight. So there could be other T-handle types of locks that have latches back here, and you may find that the 9 o'clock may be a better position than the 3 o'clock for it to maybe turn 90 degrees to pull the door open. But in my experience, this bending lock really has no different in operation, and once it's snapped in place, that bolt is deadbolted. You cannot manually push this back in. There have been some break-ins on some bending machines where they drill and they fish this bolt back and pop the T-handle out. So it is more secure. So basically that's your installation for the deadbolt.